All right, welcome everybody. Thank you for taking the time out on an evening like this. Hopefully, the next few minutes, we're going to make each other smarter a little bit. That's all we can ask for, folks. Let's give everybody else a minute more. Ping others and let them know we are live right now, folks. Let's go. Thank you for taking the time out to join today. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. There are a lot of things you can be doing on a Thursday evening. God knows you can be grabbing some margarita and having fun too. But you chose to be with us. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. All right. So I guess we can get started. All right. Once again, thank you, everybody. As always, if you don't mind, give us a like button just to keep the community moving. As always, folks, and also just type something, hello, what's up, just to kind of make it interactive. And sometimes your comments and all of your information, I try to capture it as much as possible. And one thing I would like to do tonight is this is going to be as much as possible. At least we'll try and make it weekly. If not weekly, at least every other week for sure. And the goal is simple, ladies and gentlemen. If you are very observant, you realize our world has changed. A lot of things have changed. And one of the things we try to do within our community is to say, we'll keep adding value, maximizing ourselves, and making sure we are the top players in our field, irrespective of your field. I think if we understand what the trends are, align ourselves with what industry is doing, we can never go wrong. So what we try to do is weekly, some of the applications, some of the tools, some of the programs and all that are things we use within our environment at Skillwid, and we just replicate it. We have a team that are AI focused really on research that we just, okay, guys, what do we have for the week? And they share with me most of the time and my other team, and we say, okay, all right, for this, I would like to share with my community to, make people more informed on the trends out there with AI. Today would be a little bit mind blowing, in my opinion. And don't stress it, even if all the things we go through are not things you can catch up real time. I think you should be able to catch up, but don't worry, just go back and watch it again. And we also try to share documentation to give you a guide. It's just a guide. We don't really always need it, but it's a guide. So if you've not had those documentation, just reach out and we'll try and send those to you. So all right. So let me just, let's see what's going on in your world. Let me ask everybody generally. Tell me some of those trends you've seen in AI. Just go ahead and type. Let me see some trends, and I'll just post it to the larger community to see. Tell me one or two trends you've seen in AI. Just generally, I want to get out of my own box and just see other people's perspective in your field, in your line of work, in your personal use. Can we just type some things you've seen as a trend in AI that you've noticed? And some of them I could probably just share even next week, and to see people's thought process also. So just go ahead and type. Let me see some of the things, the comments we have here. Tell me some of your trends you've seen. All right, thank you. Let's see. Okay, I like this. Somebody said design. Yeah, that's a big one. Design has changed. What else? What else are we seeing? Some popular ones we've used. Of course, all of us are using ChatGPT to do stuff, right? Today, you'll be surprised you would have your own version of ChatGPT. Crazy, 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 crazy stuff. I mean, if you've gone through a document, you know what I mean, but insane, folks. This is crazy. It doesn't get crazier than this. This is crazy stuff. Somebody said coding. Believe it or not, everybody on this call today, we can all write script today. We can write code in any language. If you were part of our class session last week, we used a tool called um, is it code design? But bottom line, the code the um, screen code design, it allows us to sketch anything and it to simulate a code for it. Crazy stuff. I mean, it's insane. That is something that is just so new. You sketch anything, you don't even have to take a screenshot, sketch it, write it out, and you can develop a code for it. Pretty neat stuff. Okay, somebody say analytics. I like that. Analytics is a big one also. That's a huge one. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, if you have the paid version of ChatGPT, I'm gonna take a session just on that. You'll be your mind will blow what you can do with documentation, Excel, PowerPoint, Word. If you need to align them to reward stuff, it's crazy. It's crazy. Somebody said telehealth. That's a big one also. Telehealth is huge. Most of the chats, people are now, your AI assistant can actually respond the way you would likely respond. Crazy. Somebody said programming, marketing, big one. That's right. I agree with that too. Photoshop, animation. Animation, we're going to jump in tonight. A lot of good stuff. Okay. All right. Let's not waste time and just talk about this real quick. So here's the drill. I'm going to talk about some of the things I'll show you on the screen. Then we now have a working session. I'll show you in real time what the specifics are. Crazy stuff, folks. All right. Let's start with the first obvious. And do me a favor if you don't mind, please just go ahead and just like our page. Kindly give us a like. All right. That helps the channel big time. All right, let's go. So this is document we shared. Now, believe it or not, this is a tool I researched and it was pretty neat. Now, for those of us using ChatGPT, the paid version, there's the DALI, and we can do some things there. And I can show you a little bit on some weird things I've practiced, so you can just see the way we can pull things to life. It's awesome. So the one I'm going to show right now is like this one is on steroid, I would say, because everything you can just do once, boom. But we can also use ChatGPT to do a similar thing. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll quickly show you with ChatGPT how we can make an irregular image, a still image automatically get animated in real time. And the beautiful thing is that you can make it something meaningful to you, right? Some of us like we have imagination, we have stories, we have, anything you're thinking about. Somebody can tell me, can somebody just come up with a wild imagination? Just tell me something, type it to the comment real quick. So we can use you as our pilot real quick. Somebody come up with a like a starting lineup of a story. Maybe you tell me, in a village somewhere there is a king, or just come up with a story, a storyline. Anybody just type something real quick, if you don't mind. I like that somebody said voice animation. Can somebody just come up with any story? Just give me a story. Just eye level. Tell me an angel floating, a child flying, an elephant swimming, something like anything weird. Come up with something weird so that I can give you credit that we can use your case study. Let's go. Anyone? I'm waiting. Anyone? I'm waiting for the chat. Just give me a chat. Any comment, real quick? Let's go. All right, I like that. Somebody said dry sand under the sea. Okay, let's stick with that, Felix. Okay, now you guys can see Felix. I put your comments to the public, to the team to see. Okay, we're gonna use Felix use case. The use case is dry sand under the sea, right? We can just sneak in and put animals, something to make it a little bit more fancy, right? So let's do that real quick. So I'm going to share my screen, and I like that. That's a good one. Let's use that theme real quick. All right, so let's go. Okay, so you all, if you are using the advanced chat GPT, so for the paid version, you can always toggle between GPT 3.5 or GPT 4, whatever one you want to do. So let's stick with 3.5, right? I'm gonna go to Dali. All of us can see it. So, he said, let's quickly see that comment again. Um, dry sand under the sea. All right, so let me go back. Dry sand under the sea. An image of dry sand under the sea with beautiful sea creatures, right? Let's just keep it simple, right? All right, so that's what we did. All right, so let's see what he got. And you can make it as emotional as you want to, but let's just make it meaningful because this is somebody's story. And what we're going to do next is we're going to see a static image. Based on this static image, I'll take it a step further and make that image something we can actually go ahead and turn to something live. So we're going to make that image animate and do some fancy good stuff right now. And it's very simple, folks. All right, look at the image. Okay, this is, oh, I love this, folks. Ooh, I love this. Okay, let's save this. This is great. You can see this is just a static image, beautiful image for that matter. I'm just going to save it. Let me save this one. It gave us two options. I'm going to save the second one also. Now, that is great. Okay, we agreed that's easy. Now, I'm going to use another tool. Let me share my screen real quick again. Now, the second tool, and this is not in our document that we shared, but we're going to do the one in our document, but I want to show you the hard way, a way that is a little bit much more harder. Then you guys will see another simple tool. All right, so simple, easy to use. All right, so I'm going to use another tool called Runway. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful thing is this: all of these tools, they have free version. So they will give us credits ahead of time, which is awesome. So you don't need to worry, and they give us good credit. So they might give us a few credits to use. If you like the tool, you can now subscribe if you want to. Now, let's do something, ladies and gentlemen. I'll just bring the image we all did right now. So I'm going to come in here and pull that image in here, right? I'm going to bring that image, the same image we did, right? So I'll, probably just bring the first one. Okay. Now, once you bring the image, this tool allows us to generate 4-second video. So look at this image right now, right? This is the image. Now let's go to generate 4 seconds. You will see what will happen now. Now we have an image that can turn to video. It's amazing, folks. It's really, really amazing. You'll see it in the next few minutes, seconds, and it's just going to be live. Now, imagine you having some imagination, you're developing a scenario, a storyline. You can bring it to life within 2 minutes. It's live. So your imagination can just become live. Besides generating the image that is real in your, that came alive, you can actually make it a video, which is just mind blowing. Down the road, I'll show you all how we can put voiceover, do all that stuff, because this is our new normal. And ladies and gentlemen, practice and play with these tools. You never know, really. The beautiful thing is that I want us to just be intelligent users. It applies to every other field. If you are working in I do cyber security, working in product development, clinical research, data management, programming, whatever it is, cloud, everything is relevant to us, right? So let's look at the video, what it looks like. Ladies and gentlemen, watch this. That same image we had earlier on, look at what's going on now. Bingo, it has brought it to life. Now the fish is swimming. Before now, it was not moving, right? But look at it. So we just changed the dynamic. Really amazing, folks. Really, really amazing. All right. What do you all think? What are your comments based on that? Somebody said what's the name of the tool? Yeah, this particular one, and I'll share the link right here to in our group. It's called Runway. So you can play with it when you have time. It's called Runway. Let me share this. All right, it's called Runway. Pretty amazing, really, really cool tool. I've used it a lot. So that is cool. So let's go to the second one. Okay. The second one is equally pretty cool. Now, this one, why I like it is I don't have to go generate the images, even though I like DAL-E personally. I like the way DAL-E gives images. I think the images are more rich, so you can simulate. I mean, honestly, folks, man, it's just crazy. You can do so much. Let me show you. Let me just. I know I gave you example in the document. I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to use my own fun imagination, right? So just make it fun, spice it up a little bit. So let's go to another one real quick. This is also a very good tool out there. All right. So this is called Leonardo.ai. Okay. Every one of them will give you free credit. So take advantage of it and jump on it. All right. Let me just send that to you. I send another one, Leonardo.ai, real quick. But let's talk about this one. This is so cool. All right. So let me show you guys. So for this one, the nice thing um, you can log in with your Google account and just you have access to this. And once you log in, you can see I have 150 credit left, and I can come in and just select create new image here. So that's what I did right here. This is the image I created for the class. You can see an angel. I just said an angel of strength ascending from earth to the sky with strength and fear. So I kind of just simulated some cool stuff. So in this case, let's go to the other prompt. I could say show an African king in a research lab in the art of Africa with artificial intelligence, research lab, and scientists all around. I just kind of made it a bit cool and fancy, what I'm imagining, right? So, okay. So let's say generate, I'll say generates. Now, the cool thing is that this is going to generate for us, some nice images, and I would have option to choose from 4 images, which is pretty awesome. Now, once you have the images, you could now decide to animate them. So you can see here, all right. So I have 4 different characters I could take from. So I like the one in the middle, almost like a Wakanda style. This is like a robotic. So let's take this lady here, and I can say generate a motion video here. So I'll just click on this icon here, and it says how long do I want it to generate. I'll say okay. Let me say motion strength. I want it to be a little bit more. It will take more of my credit, but that's okay for this exercise. I will say generate. So I want you to see what's going to happen now. So imagine, that still image now is going to be a live image based on my imagination. That is pretty awesome, folks. So if I'm doing like a kid's book, if I'm doing a book I want to share or whatever, I can just animate it the way I want. The power of AI, folks. This is crazy stuff. Now, if you are doing a campaign, you want, I mean, man, sure, it is just pretty cool. Let's see what the result will be like. I'm curious to see what it would show us. All right, still thinking. But this is fun. So I challenge everybody on the call. Make sure you always spend time, a few minutes here and there. When you see some of these new solutions, just go ahead and play with them. Now, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. You can see our African Queen. Yeah, man, the guy is moving. I can download this as a MP4, you know. So I've downloaded it in my. So look at it. This is pretty awesome, though. This is just amazing. Let me see if I can make it bigger for us to see. All right. So, but you can tell from here that the image is moving right now. I'm curious to see what do you guys think about that. I mean, what do you guys think? Oh, I'm sorry. You guys said I'm not sharing. Oh my God. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you, folks. All right. Let me go back. Shoo. Look at me talking away. All right. Let me stop sharing and shoo. All right. Sorry. Okay. Let me get back. Let me get back to that cookie. Oh man. I'm sorry, guys. All right. Thank you. I'm sure some of you were trying to reach me. Let me share it again. All right. Oh man, that was some cool stuff. But let me. I'll do it again. No worries. Okay. Look at it, everybody. All right. This is what I did. Sorry, but let me just share it. Do it again. This time I'm going to say African Queen. African Queen. The research in the art of Africa. So all I did is, ladies and gentlemen, you can see here. There's a prompt here. When I logged into Leonardo.ai, I said, show an African queen in a research lab in the Art of Africa with artificial intelligence research lab and scientists all around. I may just make it a little bit fun also. I'll say with little kids all excited, just to make it fun. So this is all right. Then I click generate. So right now, the beautiful thing is, let me be sure I'm sharing. Yeah, I think I'm sharing now. The beautiful thing here is that you will notice that it is developing 4 different images. So oh, look at this. I love this. So let me see. Which one do you guys want us to take? Can we vote? One, two, three, four. The first, which one do you guys want us to tell me the one you want me to share? To turn to an image, to a video. Can you guys vote real quick? Which of them do you guys want us to turn to a video? Okay, 3. All right, let's do 3. All right. Um, I'm saying 3. Let me see anyone else. Okay, good. Let's just do 3. All right, let's do 3. All right. So with 3, I'll just come here and I'll click generate motion video and I'll just click generate. So in the next 30 seconds or so, we will see this image become something that moves and it is just amazing, folks. So imagine you having a campaign today. You want to promote Africans in artificial intelligence. This is just an easy way you can promote it and campaign. It's amazing what you can do. The goal is how can we make your imagination become a reality at the end of the day? And for all of us, that's all we can achieve or we can hope to achieve at the end of the day. Just bring that imagination to life because there are so many AI tools to make our life efficient in different ways right now. So amazing, amazing stuff. All right, this is almost done. Once we have this, we jump into another one I'm crazy excited about. Now, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Can you see this? Wow, that is awesome. It is now moving. You can now see the motion. And you can imagine if this AI tool eventually is more matured, how this would just change our world because this is crazy stuff. Imagine right now, within 2 minutes, we have a video based on our imagination. It's not just some fiction video that I'm doing Photoshop. No, I prompted my imagination and it's live. Crazy, folks. And the beautiful thing, it's free. For the early, if you need more credit, you can always subscribe at that point. Awesome job. All right, cool. Hopefully that was helpful. Hopefully for my folks that are into content creation and ladies and gentlemen, trust me, everything we bring here They are the top notch the world has to offer at the moment. So guaranteed, really. We use this a lot. I have a team dedicated to doing this for us. So it's this is it. Of course, that world is changing every week. That's a good thing about it. Everybody is learning, so it's changing every week. There's always something new coming up. So that is exciting. All right, cool. The next thing I want us to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, ooh, this one is a little bit really, really exciting. Very exciting, actually. And the first thing I'll tell you, full disclosure, don't be stressed on this one. I'll tell you why. Because it is just saying, yes, a lot of us have access to the internet. But what about if you decide you want to have your own large learning model on-prem at home that you can use anytime you want to? You can travel with without internet access necessarily, but you also have access to every benefit ChatGPT has or any of those model. Now, remember ChatGPT and um, 3.5, 4, those are just models. There are so many models out there. All right. So if there's nothing today, just remember that the model ChatGPT is using, it has about three different variations right now. It's just one of series of hundreds or thousands of models out there. All right. So look at them like almost your database out there, right? That people can fine tune and work on. So there are so many of them out there. So two popular ones are the ones I would recommend we download today. Now there are some prerequisites to it. You need to have large space on your desktop or your laptop before you can download. I think the small version is 4 point something gigabyte. The larger version is about 220 something gigabyte, but that it's amazing. I've tried it and played with it. It's just crazy stuff. All right. So the site is jan.ai. Can we all go to jan.ai if you don't mind? JAN.ai. I have no affiliation with them. I don't know them, but I just like their tool because it allows us to deploy an AI learning management model locally. That's all. So I love it. So I said, oh, why not share it? Absolutely. Now, some of the models you will see there, you will hear the word Mistral, Mixtral, OpenAI. I'll talk about this once we get into it. I'll do a real life demo of it. But if you don't mind, everybody, you can go to jan.ai. Let's make it a quick walking session for those of you that have the time to do it. If you don't have time, that's okay. Just do it when you're free, but it's pretty cool. Once you get to Jan.ai, you'll see the option to download. Once you see the option to download, select Windows. Once you select Windows, it will take you to a different site whereby you can now, actually go in and start using the prompt in real time, which is amazing. So you're going to come to this site and you start generating and actually select the model you want. Once you select the model, you can start using it. So let me just get into the working session real quick so you guys can see it and we can just at least see what it's all about real quick. Okay. Let's quickly go to let me stop sharing my screen. Let's get sorry, Leonardo. Let me take you out of here. Then let's go to yep, take you out of here. Okay, let me share the screen. Let me share my screen. Okay, let's go. Now, the cool thing about this, ladies and gentlemen, it's not a big deal. So, this is the website, jan.ai. Okay. Once you get to the website, all you need to do is there are options to download for Windows, download for Mac, for Linux, any one of those versions you can download. For my case, I'm using Windows, so I will select Windows. Then you click on download, then you can open. Once you open, let me see if I can do that straight for you all to see. But once you open, I'll show you what it will look like. Once you have it open, all right, let's see. But it's really cool, guys, ladies. You'll love it. If you have time, just play with it. You can always delete it later, right? But at least just a good thing to play with and see. All right, let me be sure. Somebody says, "Is this the skill with model?" Ha 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 ha. You know what? That's a good point. uh, is that a skill with model? Well, why not? We can always build one too. We have a just FYI, we have an aggregator coming up at Skillway that's probably in the next 2 weeks or so. So you guys will just have everything aggregated in our platform. But that's cool. That's a good one. All right, let me open this file and see if I can share this. It's installing. All right. Okay, it's installing right now. And if you're doing the same thing that I'm doing, please just go ahead and do it. Yeah. So the question is, do you just open or install? Well, you can install it. Just go ahead and install it. I just install it. So let me show you guys. Okay, let me show you my screen. All right, let me share my screen. Oh, okay. I'm sharing actually. Oh, let me go back. All right. So once you share, you're gonna have a screen like this. You know what? All right. I think. Give me 1 second. Let me share the right screen. Open source. Okay. All right. I want to be sure I'm sharing the right screen. Can you guys see something that says new thread? Once you download, this is what you will see. Every one of us, you'll see this. You can always clean the thread. Let me delete everything again. So you're gonna see it's gonna be like your chat GPT. But one thing I want to call out is you know what? Sorry, before we get there, one more thing. Let me go to the first page you will see before you get to that page. Let's go to I think yes, we should be here. So once you download, everybody just go ahead, download here. Once you have it downloaded, it will give you the option to select a model. In my case, I selected, and if you look at the document, let me show you guys real quick. So you can, this is the model I selected. There are many models out there, but just select the first one, the first two. The first one is the Mistral Instruct. That's about 4 point something gigabyte. The second one is about Mistral 8 by 7B. It's a bigger model. It's the most advanced model existing in the open source market right now. So, if you want to do more complicated stuff, that's the one you want to do. But the first one is equally good. So, for the purpose of space, just play with one so that you can have an idea of how it works. That's the gist about it. But let's go back to our screen. Let me go back so you guys can see me use it in real time. And honestly, folks, all you're doing is just to download. We're just downloading files, right? Nothing fancy. We're just downloading files. That's all. All right, let me go back and share. Okay, yes. All right. Okay, so yes, the screen you want to be, everybody. This screen right now, because it's downloaded into my local drive, all I need to do, ladies and gentlemen, you come here under model, you can select the model you want to bring in, you know. So of course, first thing we do, we come to, you can come here and search for the model you want here. So in my case, I downloaded this model. You can see this one is 4.37 gigabyte. So you can download this because it's not a lot. If you go down, the other one I said was more advanced. You can see here Mitra 8 by 7B Instruct Q4. This is 26 gigabyte. It's a lot. There are some that are 48 gigabyte. I don't know how much space you have, so maybe you don't want to mess with that one. But use the one that you think is, just try one. Play with any one of them. All right. Now you would also notice one thing. Let me show you one funny thing. Guess what is also here? OpenAI GPT 3.5. So we still have our GPT here. The only difference with the GPT is that you would have to input your API key, which is just a connector key from your own ChatGPT into their own. And with that, you would have to be online to integrate it with your own personal model. So we don't care about that one because I don't want to be online. I just want to be local. So ignore that, but it's available for you if you want to customize a tool to feed off ChatGPT model. So let's leave that for a second because I don't want that. I just want the basic one I can keep in my system. That's all. So download any one, the small one, any one of them. But let me show you my own case, right? I've downloaded two models in my case. So, whatever works for you. So let's take one as an example, right? So in this case, you can see this pencil here and paper. I can select one and just let's prompt something. So I can come here and say, okay, let's see. All right, let's see here. I can select what model do I want to use. You can see I've downloaded 26.4 and 4.08 here. Let me be sure you guys are seeing my screen. Yes, you're seeing my screen. Okay, I think, yeah, you're seeing my screen. Okay, so you guys can see that I can choose the model I want here, right? I can choose any model I want. I'm not going to choose the ChatGPT model because that would require me to go online. So I'll just select any of this model. Let's go with the lower version. Let's do Llama 2. I just go to Llama 2. Then I come here. I will just type something. I can say places to visit in Calgary, Canada. I could just say top places to visit in. I'll just click send. So you can see it's saying starting model. It will repurpose itself, start the model. Then you start seeing it generate some information. So it's just like the way we use our regular chat GPT. That's what it is. The only difference is that local system. That's what you're doing. That's all. So you can see the assistant is showing up here. The hand is raised up here. But let's put it in perspective now. Look at why this is so important. Imagine I'm traveling out of a remote to a remote place. I don't have access to All right, welcome back, everybody. Sorry, everybody. I don't know what happened. I just lost connection. I have no idea what happened. Sorry about that, folks. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can quickly get us back on speed. All right. Let's quickly go back here real quick. All right. Sorry, folks. All right. AI is showing us that, hey, you know, okay, cool. We're back. We are back. What I was showing earlier on, let me just quickly, somebody asked a question that I like. It said, he noticed there are so many models for different purposes. Yes, you're right. And ladies and gentlemen, the nice thing is this: at the minimum, one thing I challenge everybody is just be an informed consumer. That's the main thing. Be one of the folks that when they talk about subject like this, you're confident because you understand so many models out there. If somebody's talking about chat GPT, you don't just say, well, that's all. No, 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 no. You know that, well, that is just one out of those many models out there. If you guys notice here, let me show you guys real quick. When we come here, you can see here it says search models. So All right, welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that, folks. Sorry, my app has some vulnerabilities. I'm sorry, folks. This works at times. All right, so really, we are actually technically almost we are wrapping up. But I know a few people had some questions around the um, some of these open source models out there. So I just wanted to just address those questions, and we'll be out of here. Let's see. Somebody said, okay. Yeah, I think so too. The application might. That's what I suspected too, because I downloaded the app. It's a heavy app. About I think I'm using the one that is 20 something gigabytes. So it kind of affected my speed too. Okay, let's see something. Let's see. Okay, look at this. Okay, somebody said this. I think this is a good one to talk about. Somebody said, just to add to your conversation, Google is laying off 10,000 folks and using AI as the replacement. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, if you don't mind, give me thumbs up if you guys can hear us, and please like our page. Also, please, there's a reason we, as a community, invest time in things like this because let's face it, folks, it's not a function of if, it's when. This is coming. So I'm not surprised. Lakon's point is amazingly valid because people are laying off. Now, nobody's going to say it, but it's a subtle way. And let's be honest, folks, think about yourself too as a business person. If you historically spend 2, 3 days to develop blog content for your product and you're now doing it in 5 minutes, would you keep the resources doing it for 3 days or 2 days for you? Probably not, folks. If the video you make in the past that you that cost you $5,000 for a couple of videos, and now you can make it yourself and save $5,000, you're not just going to bring someone to do it because you feel you want to bring somebody. So the truth is that this is going to be the new normal. However, for us, the smart positioning is be one of the savvy super users. Whatever line of business you are in, that's why our training here is really open to every space, product, clinical, cyber, project, analytics, cloud, whatever your circle of legal is, we can learn a few things out there that can make us more efficient as users. So that's very valid, big time. So I agree with that. Let's see another one. Um, and feel free to ask some questions. We have 10 more minutes, but we can use it. Okay, somebody said the different models seem to specialize in different areas. That's a good point. So what I would do is, for example, if I'm doing academic research or I'm just open to different other areas, I'll probably spend time to understand that model, then download that specific model based on the need or the popularity in those space. So I think that makes sense. Yeah, I agree with that. Let's see another one out there. Somebody said, "Is this the skill with model?" Yeah, absolutely. We can customize our own model too, because the truth is that anybody can customize most of this model right now. You can make it's open source, so we can customize it the way you want to. Yeah, absolutely. You know. All right, let's another one. Somebody said, Jan, it's Jan.ai, not AL. Jan.ai. So please play with it. This is very solid tool that I think we can definitely leverage big time. Let's another question. Let's see, chat box. Yes, I agree. Okay. Now, I mean, at the minimum, everybody just play with the download a model. You can delete it later. Don't stress it. But at least download one, play with it. Okay. At the minimum. All right. Somebody asked me for your cyber coming training, blah blah blah. Yeah. I mean, I think we had an information session yesterday for those of us that find out about cyber program. We have that coming up on Saturday. It's our flagship program. We typically run every couple of months. So that's kicking off on Saturday, 2 to 4:30 Central Time. For that, okay. Well, maybe I can just show real quick too. Let's see. But yeah, that's we had an information session yesterday for that. So, but it's just a typical 5 weeks program. So That's it. In 5 weeks, we work together and maximize the opportunity out there. We had a few of our mentors coming to talk about that program also. Another thing that's coming up, look out for it. A lot of good stuff, folks, is we have an internship program coming up. People can take advantage of that too. Just it's free internship in different areas. We have a mentorship program coming up too, kicking off in February. Some technical training coming up. Then, of course, our community give back. So just look out and keep plugging in. The challenge is every time just add one thing to your toolkit. That's all. At the end of the day, think about it. Imagine every one of us learning one thing that is transformational every week. Imagine it in the next 52 weeks of our lives. I mean, that is crazy stuff, man. If all I'm learning, and that's why I look at it, I'm just saying this is what I do personally, right? Every week I must learn a new solution. I have positioned myself in the AI space, for example, to learn one thing. Imagine in 52 weeks, learning 52 different ways of doing something efficient. I challenge you to make that your guideline to say, you know what, I'm going to figure out 52 ways. You would start your business. You would do anything really. Some of my folks in the room, my reading club, thank you for joining. I know you guys joined late. Some of my folks in the Vision to Action, thank you for joining. This is something that I know can make your life efficient. Everything I do here are things I use within our business and our practice too. So hopefully it can be helpful to you too, one way or the other, and just keep shining, folks. Anyway, we can add value to our team. Um, let's see. Any question? We have 7 more minutes and we'll be out of here. Any question? Somebody said any. Ha 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 ha. Mr. Big Diddy, you can ping me one on one for that question. Somebody was asking, do we have discount for stuff? Haha. Ping me one on one. We can brainstorm and see if, um, we have so many things to make you successful, but ultimately just give it all. Somebody said, will this video be shared? Remember, anytime we do our YouTube live, it's automatically going to be there on YouTube. So it will be live. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Somebody said we have 90 people. Can we have likes? Please do us a favor. Thank you, Patrick. Can we all like the page? It will cost you just a little click. If you don't mind, just like our page. It will make more people in our community have access to these videos. Come on, guys. You can do it. Let me start marketing big time on that. Come on, like our button. Please, please, please like it. But more importantly, really, when you like it, you're just helping someone else to get value at the end of the day. My commitment to our community, I have a group of folks we mentor weekly. And so just plug in. Everything we do here are things that are now short, make your life easy, in my opinion. Um, every one of these products or things are from the best the world has to offer, guaranteed. We have CES happen this week in Vegas. In the next 2 weeks, I'll be in the largest educational technology conference in the world. And I'll probably share from there too and tell you guys, hey, look at what I'm saying out there. But these are the ways we can make ourselves relevant, to be honest. If we just sit and chill our normal work without thinking of efficient way of making our life even effective at work, then yeah, you work, but you're going to be running at a deficit because your other colleagues and other folks that are aware would use those knowledge and build trust equity, and they'll be your leaders. So that's the reality of it. So just keep learning, keep adding value. So please like us. Let's see. Any other question? In the internship program, are we going to be interning with a specific company? So our internship program is virtual program, virtual internship. So it's not really with a company, but some projects, we have some company we've identified that you probably work for them. For example, building policy for a legal firm, building guideline for a retail store. So those kind of things we might do, just to kind of give you that confidence. Somebody said, thank you for sharing knowledge for these ages and times. Yeah, this is the least we can do. And I genuinely mean this, folks. It's a lot of research, a lot of work but it's fun. We love what we do here. We enjoy it. The least we can do is to give back also and say, guys, this is what we've seen. It's up to you what to do with it. If you decide and say, okay, you know what, I'll use this to build something for myself, At the minimum, just be an educated user. So that if people are talking, you can have good, intelligent conversation, and you know that, oh, we've done this before. I can easily go back and do it if I want to. That's all I challenge you to do. And have fun doing it, folks. Not a big deal. All right, let's do another one. Any discount code for the upcoming GRC class? All right, that's a question you reach out to our team one on one. Any discount for this? All right, for the people on this call, if you tell me on this call, you can be eligible for 5% discount for being on this call, and I can verify. So let's see if someone has an AWS account, can this AI model be uploaded in the cloud? I love that question. Ileko, I think it's possible because, and like you too, I'm also just learning the different functionality out there. But I think you can upload it to a virtual cloud account because I saw something there. Um, because I see something, I think I was looking at something in Discord or so. I suspect the answer is yes. You can probably upload it to the cloud, those model, but remember it's a large, so we're talking about 24 gigabytes. So it means your S3 bucket or your cloud bucket must be so the capacity must be big enough to upload almost 25 gigabyte or 4 gigabyte of data, which should not be a big deal, I think. Please go ahead and like us. Just click like, share, like. Eyes on you, folks. I can see you. You all right? Those of you not liking, just click like. It will not bite you. Just click like. Okay. All right, let's another one. Will this video be shared? Like I said, it's always there for us. It's gonna be there. Um, somebody said you may need to upgrade your computer. Not enough space for big data. Well, I agree with you on that one. Probably I need to upload my data. But I think in my case, I've downloaded that module like 4 or 5 times. So I think I kind of lost that. So I should delete a lot of those files. All right. So somebody, Chico's there. Yeah, please go ahead and register. Don't waste your time. Um, ha 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 ha. For those already registered and you ping me, you get a free book. We have 3 books you guys can take advantage of. All right, let's see. Okay, 3 more minutes. Final question. Let's take final questions and we'll be out of here. Um, and for most of you, let's see. Okay, somebody said, "What's the link for the program to register?" I'll do that. I'll send that also right now. Those of you that have not joined our reading club, it's a very important one. From next week, it's going to be very vibrant also. Um, just feel free to join. I'll send the link also. So the first link is I'll send the link for that. Then for the reading club, I'm going to send the link to you all. Again, we just want to add value to each other. Really, that's all we can control. And let's see. My vision to action, folks. Remember again, next week also I'll make that vibrant. All your vision that you've written down, will challenge each other weekly. What have you done towards it? Start executing. Believe it or not, the year has started. We've spent 2 weeks already. So that's a big deal. 2 weeks is gone already, folks. 2 weeks is gone already. So let's just keep pushing. And above all, I wish you all Godspeed. 1 minute to go. And always remember, we don't shrink for anybody. Impossible is nothing. Let's keep learning, adding value to ourselves. I wish you Godspeed. Enjoy the rest of the week. See you on Saturday for the folks registering for the class. I can't wait. So much loaded for you all. The first quarter is always aggressive in terms of applying and hiring for most of these employers. So we're going to take advantage of it big time. See you all later. God bless. See you on Saturday for my folks starting the class. If you've not registered, just go ahead and register. This will be fun and live transformational. See you also.